Carter Bancks.
Well, Carter, what did you make of this one? I mean, you guys struggled at times to generate much offensively, but you made enough plays in the end to get the 2 points.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think our game was overly strong the first two periods. Obviously, we got a goal at the end of the second, which was huge for our momentum, and changed a couple things up heading into the third, and we were able to get more pressure, sustain some offense in their zone, and you got to find a way to win games. It's not always going to be pretty, and this was a real character win to kind of stick with it and get the 2 points.
What type of changes did you guys make?
Just with our forecheck, we were a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if you noticed our D-men jumping down a little bit more to hold pucks, and that's great for us forwards because lets us play in the offensive zone a little bit more. We have to do a good job of covering for them, but it's a really fun system to play, and I thought we played it pretty well in the third.
You guys were having trouble scoring goals in the past, but a guy like Brett Olson, third, fourth line guys getting offense. How big was that to get that goal from maybe not your top players?
Yeah, that was huge. Like I mentioned, it was at a big time of the game too. I think there was less than a minute left in the first period or just over, and down 3-1, we didn't have a ton going, and he went to the net hard and was able to get a good stick on a puck and beat Picard, which was huge for us hitting the break. I guess it brought a lot of belief into our room that, hey, we haven't been great, but we can get this done. So.
You guys had a couple of fights tonight, including yourself. Was that something that you were trying to consciously create, a physical game, or was it something that just created organically?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I didn't know if our intensity was real high in the first period, and kind of through the break in the first intermission, our room was a little dead, and Breener stepped up and took on a tough guy and did real well, and I just a little bit of my frustration, but I was just kind of trying to spark the team a bit and take a guy on, and I guess, yeah, I was just trying to help out.
Is that part of the mindset going into a scrap? You look at the other guy and you're just mad and you want to fight, or are you actually thinking, I want to spark the team, I'm going to drop the gloves right now?
That's a little bit of both. I mean, okay, we're flat. We're not doing a lot of good things. If there's an opportunity that arises, and I think on that scenario, I stopped in the crease. He gave me a shot. I gave him a shot back, and I was like, okay, this would be a good time. And you're mad, and it's a little bit of everything, and you just kind of take a guy on, and yeah.
Obviously, Justin Sylvester had a big night for him. He was a healthy scratch not long ago, and now he's the hero. Talk about just that, the game he had, but also coming back from having to be a scratch.
Yeah, that was huge for him. Sly's a great guy in our locker room. He's been a great player here for, I guess, a year and a half now. And you go through tough times as a young player. I've been through it. A lot of guys on our team have been through it. And he showed up and wanted to make a statement game for himself, and he definitely did that in a 2-goal game. Nice tip at the end there, and basically was the reason we got 2 points. So I felt really happy for him, and he's a really well-respected guy in our room.
Through a lot of the game tonight, it was difficult not just to generate offense, but generate even shots on goal. How does it feel going into the third period when you've only got 12 shots or 14 shots on the clock?
Yeah, it didn't feel very good. I think we were only at 6 till about 5 minutes left in the second period. So we were able to rattle off a couple there, and we're like, okay, we need to start getting pucks on the net. We talked about maybe taking a little bit off shots just to get them to the crease. We were kind of trying to label corners, and yeah, and if we just took a little bit off and got to the net and crashed, like Olsen's goal, for example, and even Sylvester's goal to tie it, it was just a puck on net with bodies in front, and it was able to work for us.
Last question, guys? Great, thanks.
Thanks, guys.